Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Yondercraft. So I know we're all kind of used to my general inanity with villagers and stuff, but I do have to warn you that this episode is going to be short due to the fact that the server was under maintenance for just about a week, and I was unable to get on and record. The good news is I do know exactly what we are doing. I've been saving this just in case I needed an episode idea that I could do relatively quickly and still get a decently long episode out of it. So this is somehow one of the hardest parkours I've ever done in my life. This is a tree made of glowstone and gold. For those of you who remember Season 1, this is the Adventuremaster 2. To those who protect our worlds, the trapped soul. So we begin with the books, Ruin Quest 0. We'll start with the Wizard. Project Ruin Quest 0, Book 1, The Wizard. The violet one, the Blaze Man started. To your left stood a fiery man who was looking down at the sign in front of him. He definitely looked like a wizard with a hovering wizard hat and a short brown cloak. This was over a light blue undershirt and matching leggings. On his feet are two brown boots that finish off the outfit. Floating around him are little wisps that emit a light around the area. The Blaze turns to you and continues talking. The Violet one isn't the only name for this guardian. When he says Violet, he very clearly rolls his eyes. Its other name is the Purple End. There is a weight with his words. This is a name that people don't like to invoke often. He sounds excited when he is talking, though. There is wonder in his voice. As the story goes, some fool awoke our great guardian, causing our world to be completely shattered. It wouldn't be for another 2 years for civilization to finally return as the guardian went back to its slumber. The new civilization has to face a new, corrupted world with very little relics of the past to be remembered. This is the theme of reality that remains here. Kind of poetic, don't you think? His tone turns more serious. Kermis lives on. Those who remember the buried years would say those words as hope. Well, I guess it paid off. He lightens up a little. Personally, I'm not too interested in the events surrounding the Purple End and its chaos. It's very interesting to see the ruins of the past and the lives of these people. Look at this shrine. Notice how there are only 3 guardians shown? This doesn't make any sense, though, because I believe that there are actually 4 guardians. There are so many conflicting pieces of evidence. It is my current goal as a wizard, no, as an adventurer, to find proof of the 4th guardian. He seems to be in his own world. Alright, read last, so we'll read the Gardener next, which I believe is this guy. Project Ruin, Quest 0, Book 2, The Gardener. The purple crystals have ears, or at least that's what they used to say. The polar bear woman said to you. To your right stood an icy woman with her hands in the crystals. She wore a brightly colored tunic with darker pants underneath. Her boots are very interesting, as it looks as if amethyst crystals are growing on them. To her side is a little pouch that is filled with crystals and a few small bottles of water. I don't know if I believe them, though. Sounds pretty strange. Maybe it's figurative? Or even something for parents to tell their kids to keep them from talking back. Thank the guardians for this nice day. I'm glad to see the crystals up here in full bloom. Maybe something big is starting soon? Oh, it's exciting. There's lots of hope in her voice. I've put the last few months of my life tending to the shrine, so I'm kind of an expert. The shrine actually has a pretty cool story around it if you care to hear. It wasn't always golden. It was said to be built on the last week before the awakening of the Purple End. A legendary group known as the Beyonders built the shrine as a beacon to lead to their ship. They were the ones who warned of the terror of the Violet One and offered an escape from this planet. I suppose they were predicting that the world would never come back, but as the saying goes, Kermis lives on. As much as I care for this shrine, I kind of think that sometimes I'm wasting my time here. My dream is to go on cool adventures, make my own super large garden with rare plants and crystals, or maybe even fall in love with the prince. She seems to be in her own world. I'm going to take a step back for a minute before we read this last book. This is a structure that none of you will remember because it was built prior to me beginning to make Yondercraft episodes. This was built around the Season 0 ship that carried us to Season 1, and it was sort of how you knew you were in the right area. Other than the large quartz ship, of course. Read last. Book 3, The Shrine. Please read The Wizard and the Gardener before this one. They both simultaneously snap out of their dreamlike trance at the same time and turn to your direction. My name is Rowan, by the way. My name is Laura, by the way. Rowan the Wizard and Laura the Gardener. Two people with dreams of becoming adventure masters. Sounds kind of familiar. Oh, Laura, I didn't see you there, Rowan says while looking to the side. Yeah, hey Rowan, I'm always here. They both seem a little embarrassed as neither of them noticed each other. Well, now that I know we are both here, let me show you this. He hands her a map that has the shrine marked on it with a mountain marked behind it. This is the map I told you about. It seems to be pointing to that mountain back there. He points to the mountain with the mailroom on it. Explain to me why you needed my help with this. Remember what you said about the violet one? This better be good for me to forgive you, Laura responds while looking dead to his eyes. Rowan shrugs it off. Like I said last time, there's supposed to be something big and cool under this mountain. The only problem is that it seems like we need two people to open the door. This could be the adventure of a lifetime. I'm only agreeing because I want to see the look on your face when it's nothing. Maybe it is something, though. Whatever. Wait, what about them? She points to you. Oh yeah, I guess they can come too. But if this is something impressive, make sure both of the leagues know that Project Ruin found it first. Rowan looks very triumphant as he says this. Project Ruin, kind of a dorky name, don't you think? Laura says, looking skeptical and with an eyebrow raised. Hey, you're just jealous that you didn't think of it, Rowan responds, still looking proud. Whatever, let's just go. The two jump off and head towards the mountain. Take a crystal piece from this chest and bring it with you to 0, 96, -95. The door should already be unlocked, just press the button. Blink. Oh, nighttime. Spooky. Go to the floating endstone thing first. We were just there. Close the door on the way out. Okay. Not even a jab door. Oh, ooh, oh. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, wow. Alright. Before the mural. Before you is a large mural depicting 4 beings. These are the 4 guardians of our worlds. The violet one, the trapped soul, the eldest dragon, and the 4th guardian. There are 4 guardians. I knew it. Rowan stands there, raising one of his wisps up to see better. Oh, the crystals are so clear and pretty down here, and this mural is such a good painting. On the other hand, Laura seems to care more about the build. It's a cool-looking build. The builder must have worked hard on it. There seem to be 4 different gravel balls on the sides. This seems to indicate that Project Ruin will have a total of 8 more quests following this one. It's going to function the same as how AM's quests worked. Speaking of which, this ends Project Ruin Quest 0. Please place the white crystal piece with your name in it in this chest in front of you. And we'll just... Nice. I don't... Oh, okay, I can go down. I don't have a way to get back up. I don't have an elytra yet. This is beautiful. Okay, so that's the violet one. That has to be the trapped one because that looks like a wither. I don't remember what this one's name is, but it's very clearly the dragon. Which means that has to be the 4th guardian right there. Very interesting, very pretty. Oh, here are the gravel doors, okay. So this is, Project Ruin appears to be very similar to Adventure Master's quests from Season 1. If you've been watching long enough, you might remember. If not, Adventure Master's quests were essentially a, series of quests to complete. I believe there were 8 quests in the Adventure Master series. So there'll be 8 quests here as well. It is a work in progress because I'm not going to name who built this, but they do have to build the quests. So this is going to be the thumbnail, because that's very pretty. And when the next when the next Project Ruin quest comes up, we'll go ahead and do it. Quick spawn update before I end the episode. We're not quite done with villagers because I learned you can make infinite emeralds by buying glass from librarians and selling it to cartographers. This is relevant because the server updating broke the iron farm. I believe it's just the zombie is positioned improperly, but I do have to check and make sure that I don't need to be sticking workbenches down there for those guys to use, because they are getting scared. I can see that they are in fact having the panic reaction. They're just not spawning golems. Let's see. We have masters of every single villager type now because there is an achievement for that. And I believe that's about it for spawn. That's all the massive changes that have happened. Alright, before we head out, a little bit of news. It's summertime here in the wonderful community of Night Vale, and unfortunately, I'm not very heat tolerant. I don't do good when it's hot. What this means is that there may be a slowdown in episodes, or in progression per episode. This means that we may not get as much done in a single episode, or episodes may become once every 3 weeks, or once every month. Don't worry about me, I am in fact fine. It's just the way my body works. It's an unfortunate side effect of being a robot. On that note, thank you all for watching. If you're part of the morning crew, I hope you have a great day. If you're part of the evening crew, I hope your day's been great. And if you're part of the afternoon crew, well, I hope your day's going alright. I've been Ruby Robotic, and I will catch y'all in the next episode.